Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a sneaky little problem that could be costing you a whole lot of money without you even knowing it. A spinning water meter that's charging you for thin air.
So, if you live in Baja, California Sur, and you've ever looked at your water bill and thought, there's no way we use this much water, well, you're not going crazy. There's a glitch in the system, and it's literally charging you for something you never even got.
All right, let's get into it. Here's our mission briefing. We're going to pinpoint the glitch, understand why you're paying for air, go through the official rulebook, find the missing fix, and then lay out your game plan to fight back and win.
Okay, let's start with level 1. Finding the bug in the system that's draining your wallet.
The problem has a name. It's called meter overspin. And it's not just some small error. It's a major system bug. It's that moment you hear the water coming back on and see your meter spinning like a top, even though every single faucet in your house is turned off.
So what's causing this whole mess? Well, it comes down to a local practice called tendeo. That's the intermittent water supply. Every time the utility, SAPA, turns off the water, air gets into the pipes. When they turn it back on, that air creates the absolute perfect storm for this glitch to happen.
And get this is the truly crazy part. When that pressurized air is forced through your pipes, it can make your meter spin up to 20 times faster than water ever could. You are literally paying for a blast of wind.
So how on earth does invisible air trick a solid mechanical device? Let's dive into the physics engine behind this whole glitch. You see, here's the fundamental flaw. Your water meter is, well, kind of dumb. It's density blind. It's a simple volumetric device, which means it only measures the volume of whatever passes through it. It has absolutely no way of telling if that volume is filled with water or just worthless air.
And this visual just nails the core issue. Water is incompressible, right? So it flows pretty steadily. But air? Air is highly compressible. When you put it under pressure in a pipe, it doesn't flow. It shoots through like a projectile, spinning that meter's little turbine like crazy. And the financial hit from this is just staggering. Studies have confirmed it. If your pipe is only 75% full of water because of trapped air, you could see a 25% overcharge on your bill. You're paying a huge markup because of a flaw in their system.
Okay, so it's a huge problem. But here's the good news. There's an official rule book. And SAPA, the water utility, is supposed to be following it.
This slide right here, this is your legal ammunition. Mexican federal law, NOM 012, is crystal clear. These meters are certified for liquid only. Measuring air makes them inaccurate. On top of that, CONAGUA, the National Water Authority, says purging air is a technical obligation. And your very own state law in Baja California Sur protects you from being charged for their mistakes.
And here it is. This is the smoking gun. This international standard, ISO 4064, spells it out. It says if there's a risk of air getting in the meter, which Tendeo absolutely guarantees, then an air purge valve must be installed. It's not a friendly suggestion, it's a mandatory part of the installation.
So if the rules say there has to be a fix, what is it? Let's talk about the missing piece of hardware that's needed to patch this whole system.
The fix is actually a really simple, standard piece of engineering. It's an air release valve, or VAA in Spanish. Just think of it as a smart little automatic vent for the water pipes. When a pocket of air hits it, it opens up and lets the air escape. As soon as water gets there, it seals itself shut. Simple as that.
And you know, it's not like you can just stick these things anywhere. Engineering best practices are super specific about where they need to go. They're required at every high point where air naturally gets trapped, along long flat stretches of pipe, and, this is the big one, right before your water meter. And guess what's often missing from SAPA's network? Yep, these valves.
Okay, now you've got the knowledge. So this is your mission. A step-by-step game plan to go challenge these bogus charges and actually win.
First things first, you gotta gather your proof. Pull out your phone and get a video of that meter going crazy. That's your most powerful piece of evidence. Then, grab your old bills to show those weird spikes in usage, and make a note if you live on a hill, because that's where air loves to hang out.
Next, you're going to use your constitutional right of petition. You'll submit a formal, written request to SAPA, but don't just complain. Ask them for the topographical plans of your neighborhood and an inventory of all their air release valves and their maintenance records. You're putting the burden of proof back on them.
Now, if SAPA blows you off or just doesn't do anything, it's time to level up. You take all your evidence, your video,
your bills, your petition, and you file a formal complaint with Profeco, the Federal Consumer Protection Agency. And this is where you bring out the big legal guns.
And here you go, a little cheat sheet with the exact legal phrases you should use. When you use terms like these, it shows them you've done your homework and that your complaint is based on solid technical and legal facts, not just because you're angry.
So finally, what does winning actually look like? Well, this isn't some fantasy. People are already fighting this battle and winning.
And the best part is this strategy actually works. We've seen it happen. Folks in La Paz have forced SAPA to recalculate their bills. In Los Cabos, people got together and Profeco helped them get zero-charge agreements for the worst days. These wins have set a huge precedent that you can now follow.
So there you have it. You've got the knowledge, you've got the legal arguments, and you've got a clear game plan to fight back against the system bug. It really just leaves one final question. You pay for water. Should you have to pay for air, too?